Ladies and gentlemen, have you ever thought what could be one of the coolest things you can ever build using the new building tools, guys? I've been thinking, right? What are some awesome things that we can create that we couldn't create before? Well, we could, but not as well. And I got to think, what if I make a giant rocket ship? But not only that, guys, for this video, we've actually gotten some major camera upgrade. The quality of these videos are going to go up, guys. As you can see, the green screen is not behind me. But what? Hello, welcome to green screen land. We are now in green screen land. We are now back in Jesse land, guys. I've set up some crazy camera. Like, I have 2 proper cameras now that I could, like, look at and talk to whatever I want, which is pretty crazy. I'm really excited about it. So, guys, I hope you guys will actually like it. But yeah, guys, today we are in Build-A-Boats, and we are going to be building a ginormous, or not ginormous, but we're going to be building a very reasonably sized rocket ship using the new, drum roll, please, microblocks. As always. So, guys, when I'm talking about a rocket, I'm talking about a rocket that kind of looks a little bit like this one, or maybe even this one. As you can see right here, it's not like one of those, like, one of these rockets, which is like, I wouldn't have time to build something this big, but I do have time to build this big. So that's what we're going to be building today, bro. I'm very excited. So, guys, let's just get cracking on with the building. So, guys, I've actually not done too much thinking yet on how I want to do this. It's going to be a little bit funky, okay? So, I mean, I honestly haven't figured out the size yet. Let's just think about the size here for a second. So, guys, I usually like to keep my builds kind of like in between the sides where it's like not too big, not too small. It's kind of just comfortable, you know? Now, let's look at our reference. We need more thickness. We need more girth. You know what? I think that actually looks like a really nice size right there. Just imagine that. But it's a rocket. Okay, so what I'm going to actually get started with now, guys. I saw this tip somewhere on Twitter. I genuinely can't recall who sent it to me, but I thought it was very, very clever. So what a person told me is, Jesse, what you can actually do is you can just place down a wall like this, right? And then what you can do, right, is you can literally just go in like this with the movement like very low, 0.5. And let's say, okay, let me actually get my reference image on the side because I can't see right now what I want to build. So let's say here, this is where the, you know, the, what do you call it? The legs of the, okay, actually I should be building it on this edge because this way it rotates properly, as you can see right here. Boop, 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 boop. Okay, so let's say I start right here, and I'm just gonna go like this. So if I'm looking at it like this, it's supposed to slightly go out. So I can actually, if I'm building like this, guys, as you can see, I can super easily build like really perfect shapes and connect them like pretty much perfect. Which this is just so much faster. Like honestly, this is so much better of a way of building. It's nuts because pretty much these are gonna be like the weird leg things that are gonna stick out on each end. So as you guys can see, already just working on these shapes is so much easier than it actually ever has. This is probably like one of the best building tips I have gotten from a fan in a very long time. This is incredible. Would you look at that? And that is the side thing. Yes. I would just have to somehow do that another 2 times. Dude, I like it, man. At this point, I almost feel like I'm just painting. It's so nice. You know what? I actually kind of want this entire thing to be like a lot higher. I don't know why I started building this close to the ground, so I'm actually going to delete everything and start again like closer to the center and all that. That was very stupid of me. I don't know why I literally started working at the exact same height. I am actually stupid. What am I doing? I'm like, oh, let me restart to start higher. Proceeds to start at the exact same height. Are you kidding me? That looks incredible. That looks literally like exactly what I would want it to look like. I am very pleased with that. Let's get on with the body of this thing. Dude, the shape of this thing is just starting to turn out so good. Dude, which camera am I looking at? Definitely use that in your builds, guys. That is such a master tip right there. That is going to do your build such good. Like, you just, once you get the shape done, like, turning it into a circle is actually going to be pretty easy. But, like, making that initial circle is going to be very hard, usually, for most people. I also literally just thought of, like, the craziest building technique I kind of low-key want to try out. Like, I haven't actually seen anyone do this yet, and it will be a lot later down the line, but if that would work that should work. You guys will not know what I'm talking about right now. You'll see later. Oh my god, that's game breaking. All right, this is where my thruster's gonna go. That like perfectly lines up. Holy smoke, it's gonna be like perfectly invisible. So nice. All right, now we're gonna start heading into the fun part, which is actually doing a lot of the like top bit, which is gonna be pretty difficult. You know what? Let's just time lapse it, bro. Why not? I've been working on this thing for a little bit now. So guys, let's just time lapse this little bit of me finally getting this whole thing off the ground, and then I will reveal you what is going to be my super top secret. I will actually literally tell you how to do it. Building technique that I will not tell you, that I will totally tell you. I will actually tell you. Alrighty, boys, we are done with what we were here to do. As I show you this, you probably think to yourself, Jesse, this is nowhere near done, which it's not. But this is where my brain comes in, okay? Guys, for the people, let me explain my idea first of all, guys. So for the people that know, I keep looking in the wrong camera. I'm gonna have to get used to this, okay? So for the people that know, there's this little thing in the game, which is called fly glitching. I will give you a very vague explanation of how to do it during this video. The premise of it pretty much comes down to, though, you take a part, you duplicate it, and you put it back in a different location, okay? So let's say I would take this part and I would slowly rotate it around all the way back to the other side. After enough rotations, I would have myself a perfectly symmetrical thing. I don't know how else to call it. It's gotta be a fully symmetrical rocket, and I think it will work. It's gonna require a little bit of testing, so let's just hop into it, man. So I'm gonna have to figure out how exactly I'm gonna have to do this dupe, because it's gonna be a little bit complicated. So like, as I'm thinking about this, fairly sure that this is really only possible with a friend. You know what? Let me just save this thing before I do anything. So guys, I got my best friend here. His name is Jesse. He's a really good friend of mine. I've known him ever since high school, okay? High school friend of mine. Trust me. Are you ready? There he is. Oh, hey, Jesse. Oh, hey, Jesse. How you doing? Oh, nothing much. It's me on a second account. It helps having a friend, but I'm going to try doing it on a second account. All right, so what I'm going to do right now, actually, I have to join blocks first. Oh my God, yes, this build can be part of your blocks, yeah. I'm going to have to build like a long pole underneath of here. Okay, I can delete this floor. A long pole here. Yes, good. Okay, so then I'm going to place a chair here. Yeah, okay, this is starting to come together. So guys, from this chair, I'm going to start doing my fly glitches. So in a minute, I'm going to sit down on here. Actually, I'm going to reset character and get this jetpack off of me. And I understand that we're getting into the very advanced building techniques, and I'm even struggling a little bit here. Like, I'm not even gonna lie, but dude, this is gonna be so cool, man. This is gonna be so nuts. All right, so what I'm gonna have to build here is actually gonna be a fly glitch. I will do a very quick, brief explanation of this. I've made videos on how to do this before. Pretty much, I'm gonna build something like this, a little bit platform underneath of my chair. Then I'm gonna place a servo with a ladder on top of it, kind of like this. And then I need to connect this thing to here, a little bit like so, and then I can delete the floor right there. That is the fly glitch pretty much done. And actually, this is gonna be our first save state. So I'm actually gonna save this. Yes. Wait, actually, wait. No, wait. It's not yet. I actually have to make a pole goes a little something like this with a butter block in the chain of blocks, like so. We're getting so advanced. This is not. This doesn't have to be gold, of course. That is gonna connect into the wall. Yes. Now we're gonna save it. So if you wanted to do this at home and you have an understanding of how to do fly glitching and duplicating, you should have a pretty easy time with this. This is not too complicated. Just make sure that you build high enough off the floor, pretty much is what I'm saying. Okay. Now the moment of truth comes in. I'm gonna have to place a cake in my belly like so. Actually, do this with placement 2. So that way it snaps in there. No, not ready to launch. Am I ready to launch? I think I am, actually. Yes, ready up the water. And it didn't connect properly, so I messed something up, for sure. But that's why we make save states, boys. I think something as simple as like one extra pole here should do. Like that. Let me save again. Ready up the water. Yes. And now we're gonna have to fly this part using regular, like, build about flying mechanics, if you know how to use those. A little ways away. So guys, as soon as you get into the stages, if you load something new back in, like load in the previous part we just made, if I load it back in, as you can see, it will load back in without deleting the part that I'm currently flying. Now, you might be thinking to yourself, Jesse, how is this actually going to do anything interesting? And that's where my second account comes in. So guys, with my second account right now, I'm going to actually reset character so that way the water's gone, because that's going to be really annoying if that's still there. But what I can do is I can go into my building settings right now and set my rotation to, let's say, I don't know, for the first one, let's try out 15. I don't know if that will actually work though, but let's just give it a shot. So I'm gonna go in here, gonna delete this chair. Oh, and it's unanchored. I have to reload it because the water was still there. Reload it. We cannot have the water. It needs to be anchored. Delete the chair. Yes, like so. Oh, so wait, no, wait, guys. We place it and then we rotate it one time. Okay, I've rotated this chair now one time, which now if I go into my other account and now I fly this part down again, and if I now go sit back into this chair like so, I'm having trouble sitting down in my own chair. That's what I was worried about. Here, let me just double check. Make sure that I won't get screwed. Actually, that's why I made the golden pole thing. I don't have skill to with this account. Oh, you have to be joking. Feels bad, man. Oh, I can't even buy it yet. I need to spend more robux. There you go. Got the skill tool now. And I forgot you can only skill as many blocks as you have. Aren't we off to a great start? Spend all that money for nothing. Let me anchor this part off to the wall by just regularly placing blocks. There you go. That should now be anchored to the wall. So what I can now do is I can actually delete the initial golden pole and everything should definitely still be connected. And then on my other account, sit in the chair and we have too big of a gap. As you can see, there's a split in there. So we're actually going to have to start back from scratch. Good to know. Sometimes you're going to have a finer rotation because otherwise there's going to be gaps everywhere. So guys, what I'm actually going to permanently place in here is like an anchor block onto this thing as well, just to be safe with a better block in there, of course. So let's do all of that over again, but this time with a different rotation. Beat it up, boys. We'll be back with you all in 1 sec. All right, we did that all again. And as you can see right here, what an absolute beaut. We have no gap there. So guys, what I did this time is on this account, I pressed rotate 5 2 times, which means a rotate of 10. So to get this around all the way, you're going to have to rotate it to a total of 360 degrees, which pretty much means that we need 36 individual slices. So like I said, 36 individual slices to get the whole thing going around. Let's keep dividing this by 2 until we get to a point where we can't divide by 2 anymore. So divided by 2 is 18. Divided by 2 is 9. And we can't divide 9 by 2. So that means that we are gonna... Oh my god, that makes things complicated. If we divide 9 by 2, we get 4.5, of course. All right, I know how to do this. So in my very specific case, if you're doing it with the exact same settings as me, I'm gonna have to take this duplication of 2, and I'm gonna duplicate it until I have 4. Then I'm gonna have to take the duplication that I have 4 of, duplicate it again so that way I get 8. And then I'm gonna take the first ever single slice, plonk it onto the 9, and then I get 9. That's the idea. Let's get it cracking, boys. And actually, if you wanted to, how are we gonna connect all of these different blocks together? We're actually just gonna hit save. And now if I jump off and reset, as you can see, the whole thing freaks out and falls apart. But it actually really doesn't matter, because if I now go in here and load it back in, it should be all connected. I'm actually, yeah, I just deleted the little flipper flapper on that one, because I don't need it on every single one of them, of course. It's just, you know, every corner. So I'm just deleting all the duplication stuff from the, like, the wrong one, I guess. I'm gonna replace the chair, of course, so that way it's facing the right direction. And I think we're ready to go. Take another one of these. Sit down, place a cake in my belly, and I think we're ready to go again. And let's dupe it again. At this point, it's gonna be pretty repetitive, so I'm just gonna make cuts in, like, whenever I actually want to show you something, because I don't want to show you everything. It's just doing the same thing over and over again. We're gonna do that first thing, and I'll be back with you when we can actually get back to the original, like, space, you know, like, back to the spawn, like, back to the build plot. I can't speak. I'm brain dead. It's 4 a.m. in the morning. All right, guys, so this chair actually has a total of 20 rotation on it. So pretty much, this is rotation 0. This block is rotation 10. So now I have to go to rotation 20, as you can see, which the chair is placed to. If you were wanting to hear and know why and how, let me sit down. Oh my god, that is turning out so good. I'm so happy. Heck yeah, dude. So I've saved it. Reset character. Load it back in, bro. Delete these two. Oh my god, bro. I can't believe this is actually going this well. All right, next up, we have to reset our rotation back to 0. Boop. There it is. There's our chair replaced. Bro, this is... We're blazing through this, man. This is going so fast. I could have actually not asked for better. This might be like the best and fastest way to actually make these sorts of builds now in Build-A-Boat. Like the microblock perfect circular build, like this exact case. It's nuts. All right, right up the water and go again. Load it back in. All right, so we're back on this account. And guys, let me actually give you a proper explanation on how to place this chair. So, you know, in this case, I'm working with a rotation of 10, just depending on whatever rotation you're working with. So let's say I have 4 blocks right here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So what I do is you know, this is 40. This rotation is 40. And I want to get to a rotation of 50 to like perfectly slice these parts together. So what I have to do is in this case, go here and rotate. Rotating twice is 10, right? So I go 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. And then you place your chair. And that should perfectly slice these two parts together, which is kind of the hard part at this point. I sat down. I didn't do it right. So you can just actually jump and then replace the chair. If you mess it up, just jump and replace the chair. I messed it up. Oh, wait, this is already 10. So you're... Oh, it's very easy then. You're just going to count 10, 20, 30, 40. So I just go 10, 20, 30, 40. Bam! Done. And yeah, if you mess it up, it's just not the end of the world, you know? There it is again. Oh my god. Look at this beauty. As you can see, guys, I literally have a rocket appearing at this point. This is nuts. Save it. Oh, yeah, boy. And we're going to just repeat this exact same process. So I'll be back with you all in a sec. So guys, really quickly, just saying, if you're doing something like this where you have like a thing that you don't want everywhere on your build, like for example, my wings here, don't just cut them off stage 1. It's going to make everything a lot more painful down the line. Didn't think of that. So what I'm actually going to have to do now in my case is, I mean, it might look really counterintuitive, but I'm going to have to cut this entire slice out here, because that way I have the wings in the right place. The thing. Wait, is that true? Yeah, sadly, that is true, actually. So I cut that off, cut this off, this off, this off, this off, and I delete all this junk. So now what I've left myself off with is I am now at those exact 9 layers that I started talking about earlier. Now, why is this so important? This is going to be a border. As you can see, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 layers. So if I now duplicate this and rotate it exactly 90 degrees, and as you can see, that's super easy on your chair, rotate 90, I'm going to be able to do this thing in only an extra 4 more dupes, which is super exciting. So let's get that going, and I'll be back with you all once I've done it. Let's time-lapse all of that. Let's have some fun with it, okay? Let's time-lapse. Oh my god, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm pretty sure it means that I now have my final duplication with me, which is very exciting. As you can see, you can exactly kind of see where it's going to go in place. I am actually beyond stoked on this. So, okay, here I am. Here's other me. And the way I'm actually going to be able to connect myself into the chair, pretty much the only way to do it is using harpoons because it's just otherwise too hard to actually get like in just the right spot. Like there's no way for me to fly into that location now, as you can probably tell from just looking at it. I'm going to line myself up the best I can. There it is. Then I'm going to harpoon myself into the chair, hopefully. Okay, please. Oh, I missed it. Come on. Okay, here it is. Ah, okay, that was not it. Come on. Okay, here it has to be. Okay, that's one pull. Make sure I'm still aligned. 2 pull. Make sure I'm still aligned. 3 pull. Yes! Oh my god, I forgot to do the chair. I forgot to do the chair. This has to be a joke, right? You know, I have to somehow get myself out of this situation. Oh, yes. This might look very bad, but it's very, very good. Okay, wait. No. Okay, actually, it is kind of bad. I lost my ladder, which is kind of an important part of this entire thing, but I think we can still make it work. Okay, let me make sure to place the chair correctly this time. Okay, there's that. And then there needs to be this. I need to start. Why am I turning? I think I'm just gonna have to restart this layer. Oh, I'll be back with you guys in a little bit. Alrighty, boys. We are at the point where we were earlier. This time I just placed the chair correctly. Let's just get it over with, man. Come on. Okay, here it is. It has to be it. I'm gonna go crazy if it isn't. Oh, yes. Okay, there it is. My perfect rock. This is what I've worked so bloody hard for. Save it. Bro, this thing is a lot of blocks. Dude, I can't believe I've actually done it. Dude, this took me so much time. Load this beauty back in, bro. Look at this piece of gorgeousness. This is what I call a perfect rock. What a beauty. Absolutely gorgeous. There's nothing I'd change other than the fact that it's quite hard to build. Pretty sure I can just delete all. I mean, there's like 10 million poles here now, but I think I can just delete this part here at the bottom. So guys, this idiot right here can now finally leave the game. Bye. Let's place some anchor blocks just to be safe. There they are. Oh my god, dude, this thing is so nice. I'm so happy with it. This thing took me only an hour and a half to build, which is actually pretty good. Not even gonna lie. That's good. I actually forgot to fill these in earlier, so let me do that now. That is fully done. Saving it again, bro. I'm so anxious about losing this thing. Dude, this is actually nuts. There's so many thrusters down here as well. How many into minus am I? Minus 31. Here, so let's add a little bit of detail to this thing, because we can now actually just go ahead and kind of paint on it. I left a little bit of extra small parts here that make it easy for painting. Guys, can I just say that this is probably one of my favorite, like, quick builds I've ever done. This thing only took me an hour and a half, and that includes the video making part. So you gotta keep in mind that that takes a big chunk of it up. Oh my god. It literally looks like this thing was, like, spawned in and just, like, it's not even from Build-A-Boat. It actually is nuts. Oh, wait. So, guys, I actually think the best way to actually put an entrance in this thing is from below, because there's a little hole that I left if I knock out all these golden blocks. There it is. I don't fit, but, I mean, there's a hole there. That's a problem. Okay, small candy. Line myself up just right. I made it in there, yeah, boy. Dude, let's add a little bit of light in here, because I'm not gonna lie, it's a little bit dark in here. Boom. Welcome to the jessetc is what I'll call it. Whatever. I don't care about the name, okay? Let's just hop into it. Actually, bro, I'm so stupid. I could have just used the portal. Yeah. So, dude, let's just sit down into this thing. Let's save. Actually, wait, you know what? Let's place portals and then save. Oh my god. We are gonna try out my freaking rocket launcher. This is my... Bro, I'm straight up Elon Musk today. This is bonkers. This is actually nuts. Let's ready up the water. Boop. And as you can see, I'm in my rocket now, and I think I've maybe used a couple too many thrusters, because as you can see, it's quite powerful, but it does exactly what it needs to do. It launches you straight into space. Oh my god. We are literally going to oblivion and beyond right now. Okay, we are actually going so fast. This is actually freaking insane. Oh my god, that sound. That is the most horrid sound I've ever heard. Guys, my blocks are starting to fall apart. So guys, we've reached the point where your build pretty much dies. Dude, look at us. Bro, I wonder what I look like. Oh my boss, I'm not doing so good. Dude, this is bonkers, man. You know what, bro? Let's try that again, but let's just delete a couple of the thrusters, because maybe we went a little bit fast. Let's also go in here and let's delete these all, except like 4. I think we would be fine with 4. There you go. There you got 4. And dude, let's actually use this thing to try and get to the end, bro. I'm actually so excited to try this out, because this is actually really, really cool. Activate that. All right. Oh my god. We are actually doing it. Dude, okay, this thing is actually really hard to steer. If it isn't surprising. It's perfectly round. Okay, let me just keep spinning. That way I stay the straightest. Oh my god, we're actually going to the end. Okay. Oh my god. Yes, we did it. We actually... Wait, what? We just teleported back. That was incredible. That was the most perfect thing I've ever seen, guys. Thank you all so much for watching this video, guys. If you haven't already, like this video, subscribe to the channel, use star code Jesse when purchasing Robux. Oh my god. I'll see you all in the next one, boys. Peace out, everyone. And bye, Batman. Junga.